We are at the National Quartet Convention. Sitting next to me, Doug Anderson, who sings with Ernie Haas and Signature Sound. And Doug, we want to welcome you to Gospel Music Today.
Thank you. It's been an honor to be here, and I enjoy being on your show. I appreciate it.
Now, let me ask you something right away, because frequently I will ask people how they got involved in Southern gospel singing. You were a high school and college athlete, but you weren't headed for the NBA. You were headed somewhere else. Tell me about that.
I was studying music in college, and then I went to Purdue. I played basketball at Purdue. Along that time at Purdue University, they were very good, and so I wasn't doing much playing. I was doing a lot of sitting and a lot of practicing. Then I fell in love with this girl who I just happened to marry, and so she transferred to Ball State, a different school. So I wound up transferring to Ball State University to follow her. We now have 2 little girls, and we've been married for 12 years. So I think that kind of worked out.
High-level athlete in high school and college, but sports was not your goal. You wanted to sing in a quartet all along.
I've always wanted to sing in a quartet. I mean, basketball was a way for me to get to college and to get my grades and to get my schooling. But and I enjoyed it. I'm not going to lie. I've got a lot of great stories and a lot of great friends through playing basketball. But since I was 8 years old, all I've ever wanted to do is sing in a quartet. And I grew up in a singing family, and I loved it. So I'm glad that worked out too.
Now, were you in a quartet before Signature Sound?
Sure. I traveled with 2 local quartets. Actually, I met Ernie at a concert one night. Our little group was opening up for Ernie Haas, and I got to sing with him that night. And he told me that night, he said, if I ever start a quartet, I'll give you a call. 2.5 years later, he did, and I'm glad. Right place at the right time, I guess.
We couldn't help reading a lot about that Atlanta Motor Speedway National Anthem appearance. Tell me, it's just all over the place. Tell me about that.
Actually, I just got asked in another interview, what's probably, if you had to name one of the highlights of your career so far, what would it be? And that would have to be one of them. Just the patriotism and there was a big flag held by 60 people that were people that had lost people in the war. It was emotional. And to see the jets fly over, 100 and some thousand people, it was definitely a highlight. And we're big NASCAR fans too, so to be at the race and to get to do all the things that come with that, with the pace cars, it's a neat day, really neat day.
And to hear that from a gospel quartet, of course, I suppose NASCAR fans, a lot of them are familiar with it.
I think those are our fans. I think a lot of our fans are the NASCAR fans, and they enjoyed it, and we had a great time with them too. So,
tell me about Signature Sound's recordings.
October 26th, we released a tribute to the Cathedrals, which is a tribute to George and Glenn. Wayne Hahn, Ernie Haas put together a great project honoring them, and we wanted to honor God and honor George and Glenn the way it should be done, and they did it upright. We had a lot of fun singing those songs. To be able to sing those songs after all these years of listening to them, it is a dream come true. So the DVD and the CD will release on October 26th. We're excited. We are.
When your bus gets home and you get off the bus, what do you do? What do you like to do to relax?
We're a sports family. I have 2 little girls, 9 and 6. My wife is a teacher as well. She also coaches volleyball. So when we get home, we're usually in a gym somewhere or going to a practice somewhere, going to a game. That's our nightly activities. I mean, we're doing something that has to do with sports, running the kids around, and we still run. I love to run. I'm addicted to running. So I get up in the mornings and do that. But it's usually something around sports. A lot of times we eat dinner it's a hot dog and popcorn for dinner because we're always at some kind of sporting event.
Well, I guess it pays to stay in good shape for what you guys do on stage.
Yeah, it does. It doesn't hurt, I tell you that.
Doug, thank you very much for talking to us on Gospel Music Today.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks you for having me.
There's more coming up on Gospel Music Today.